Jamison here with Coach Sarah and Coach Carly. We're just gonna go through a nice little gentle flow. This is something you can do when you wake up first thing in the morning, before you go to bed. Think of if you're at the office in a chair all day, you wanna take a little break, get out of your chair before getting on an airplane when you get off. Just something really easy. We're gonna go through one cycle here. You can go through this as many times as you want. You can either do it for reps, as we're gonna do, for 20 of each of the exercises that we're gonna do. When we do our holds, we'll hold them for about a minute, maybe longer. And then again, do as much as you want. Set your timer, go a little higher if you want. If things are feeling good, keep holding the motion a little longer, keep doing more reps if it's feeling good on the back chain and the hips. The first thing we're gonna get into is our hip stretch. So we're gonna come from a tabletop position. I'm gonna have the ladies step their right leg back. And then we're gonna turn this left leg in, get that front knee pointing in at the 22.5, and then we're just gonna sit back into this left hip. We're looking to get the stretch here. We're gonna get a little side bend going, come down to our elbows, and then we're gonna reach that right arm up and across. You can keep the eyes up if you want. You can relax the head down, whatever feels good here. We're looking to bring length into this side of the body, so we're gonna breathe nice and deep into this right side here. Again, looking to relax, open up here, open up into this back hip. Keep the pressure. Don't let your hips fall off to the side. Keep it over this left hip. And again, for sake of the video, we're just gonna hold this for about 30 seconds. I want you to go minimum a minute, up as long as 2. And we're gonna keep holding here. And again, we're gonna think of breathing nice and deep into that right side. And then we're gonna slowly come out, and we're just gonna switch sides here. So we're gonna go to the same exact stretch. We're gonna switch it over to the right hip. That right leg's gonna turn in. Again, just get that knee pointing out. We don't have to go super deep with that knee. We want just that nice gentle 22.5, finding the stretch into that right hip, keeping the pressure over into that right column. And again, just focus on your breath here. Minimum a minute, upwards of 2. And if you're feeling a lot of restriction in certain areas, think of trying to bring your breath into that part of the body. All right, let's slowly come on out. From there, we're gonna come into our rockers from a 45 set. And we're just gonna go into 20 reps of each of these next positions. So we're gonna have the knees out on a 45. We're gonna sit our hips all the way back. Hands, pressure's gonna be on the outside edge of the hands. And we're gonna simply just start rocking up and down. Think of keeping gentle pressure into the tops of the shins and the feet. And we're gonna go 20 reps here. We got 15 more. And we don't have to come super far out. We're really working on trying to keep the butt back, working that back chain position. Eyes up, chest up. We're gonna think of trying to keep those shoulders down, activating the lats and the back chain. From here, we're gonna come right into our corner rockers. So actually bring the knees a little bit closer. Think about a fist width apart. Stay set inside of those columns. And we're gonna start rocking those hips side to side. And what we're looking for here is I wanna really get these thighs to start rolling. Keep that chest up, nice long spine. You can even get the shoulders rolling a little bit here. Add a little side bend. And again, nice and relaxing. Find a little more organic movement here, not so restricted and stiff. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now we're going to come back to tabletop. We're going to bring the knees all the way together. We're going to work our little flies now, cornering in the hips. We're going to sit back as we come forward. We're going to drag and fly the legs. Keep again, eyes are going to stay up, chest is going to stay up, weights on the outside edge of the hands. Yeah, notice how Coach Carly and Sarah both keeping their spines nice and long. Keeping the hips back. Yeah, this is great motion to get into the hips and low back if you've been sitting in a chair, if you plan on getting again onto a plane or getting off of the plane. First thing in the morning, if you find that you have a stiff low back, stiff hips, get 5, 4, 3. Notice how they're keeping the heels away. 2, and 1. Good. Now we're gonna sit all the way back into Seiza. Our next motion, we're just gonna go and work in our shoulder gyros a little bit. So we're gonna do nice big shoulder rolls. We're gonna inhale as we come forward and up. And as we exhale, we're gonna release down. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, down. Notice my hands. We're gonna have the palms face back as we inhale, forward and up. As we exhale, the palms are gonna open forward. Really trying to work the shoulder gyros. Again, notice how we're staying in the back chain here. Ribs just in front of the butt. And again, find your motion, get as big as you can. I think you're really trying to open up that chest as you roll the shoulders back. Good, let's get 2 more here, and then we're gonna reverse the motion. Good, let's go reverse. And same thing, really focus on pulling back, trying to open the chest and shoulders up. Again, notice how we're still in the back chain. You can go as simple and quick as 20 reps, or again, set your timer, hit these for a minute or 2. See what this feels like into the shoulders, what kind of sensations you get. All right, next we're gonna go into alternating. So we're gonna add a little more of a side bend with this. We're gonna be bringing one shoulder back, one shoulder forward, hiking it up, making nice big shoulder rolls, and then we're gonna go into a nice little side bend. So we're doing our shoulder rolls, same exact motion, now we're just alternating, and we're adding a little side bend. Think again, the head's floating column to column. Trying to get into the lats as we get into our side bend. Again, go as slow or as fast as you want. You could speed it up, you could slow it down. Good job, ladies. We're gonna get just a few more here. And try to start to find that fluidity in the spine. A lot of us have very stiff spines. The spine gets ignored. It's on the back of the body. It's rounded all day. Good. Our next motion, now we're gonna come back to a tabletop position. We're gonna go into our cat crawl side bend. So here we're actually gonna tuck the toes under. I want you to focus on that crease from the second toe out to the pinky. We're gonna have those heels slightly away. Weights on the outside edge of the hands. Spine nice and long. Get the chest up. We're gonna pull those shoulders down. And then we're gonna go into little side bends, keeping the eyes up. And start working those shoulder engines. You're gonna notice our elbow pits. As I drop and side bend to the right, my right elbow pit's gonna open. My left one closes, so we're really working those shoulder gyros as well here. Keeping the eyes up, look for that nice lat activation. Get 10 more. Good, and again, we see they're staying nice and long in their spine, nice and decompressed, butt staying back. Got just 2 more. Good, relax. We're gonna sit back. Now we're gonna take that hands off the ground. We're gonna go in the same side bend, but we're gonna reach for the sky now. So we're gonna bring the left arm, we're gonna pack it down and back. Again, look for that lat activation. We're gonna reach the right arm up as if you're punching the sky. And now we're gonna alternate back and forth from here. You can start with a slight lean if you wanna make this a little harder, work more into the back chain. You can start working the torso a little more parallel towards the floor. Again, keeping the eyes up, chest up. Beautiful. If you want, you can elevate the hips off the heels just a little bit as well. Notice the hand that's reaching up is rotating up and in. The hand that's pulling down, the palm is coming up towards the sky. 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna finish off back on the ground. We're gonna go into a child's pose, just make it a little different. We're gonna go knees wide to the 45. We're gonna reach the hands forward. And then what we're gonna do here is we're gonna pack that left elbow down towards our left knee. We're gonna reach that right arm up and across our midline. And again, we're gonna work nice deep breaths in that right side body. And we're gonna hold. Again, just coming back to the ground. Nice little stretch to finish off this little sequence. Good, look to find length into this right side, all the way across, down into the low back. Even here, we're thinking of trying to shine that sternum forward. Forehead could stay to the ground or slightly lifted. Everyone's gonna be in a different variation, depending on what your body can achieve. Then we're gonna go and switch sides. So we'll walk the hands off to the right slightly, then we'll reach that left arm up and across the midline. Make sure you're getting up and across. Yeah, now we're trying to find length into this left side, all the way across, down into these tight regions in the low back hip area. And again, try to hold this anywhere, minimum 1 minute, max out at 2. Go ahead and come on out, ladies, good job. This is, again, something that you can work out just daily, nice little flow, easy sequence, not too intense. This is Coach Jamison, and we are out.